Hello and welcome to Nene's Kitchen. Today we're preparing for a Father's Day barbecue after church, right there at the church. So I signed up to make some Get Down baked beans. They're called Get Down beans, my brother John's recipe. I also signed up to make my favorite whole grain macaroni salad instead of potato salad because it's lower in fat when we use, if it's white it ain't right, so we don't use the just regular white enriched because they've stripped out everything that we need from the wheat and then bleached it and all of that, so we use whole grain. But I'm making macaroni salad with a special guest in it, and I'm also making Nene's favorite recipe for coleslaw. Thanks for joining us, and I hope you enjoy the show. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and put the coleslaw in a bowl that we can be able to put our mixture in. And I'm going to mix a little at a time because this bowl isn't really huge enough. Like, actually, I need a bigger bowl. Let's get a bigger bowl and come back. Okay, so now we're going to take all of our ingredients. We got a little purple onion, cabbage, a head of cabbage, and a head and a half of cabbage, some carrots shredded up in there, just a teeny tiny bit of celery. And so now I'm going to kick it up. I'm going to start kicking it up. First I'm going to season it. And I really like garlic powder in it, but everybody doesn't like that. So I'm going to start just basic salt and pepper. And when I use salt and pepper, what I do is I just go lightly over the whole top, and then that tends to be enough. And what I'm using today is a little Red Baron seasoning, just to kick it up another notch. So I just cover the top. Not cover like thick, but just sprinkle over the top from side to side, and that generally gives us enough for the whole gamut of what we're doing. Next, I'm going to add some vinegar. And I'm going to actually measure it so that I can let you guys know like exactly how much it takes. And I'm going to start with like half a cup of vinegar. And we may have to add more. I cook by taste, never by recipe. Well, rarely, unless I'm making a cake or something like that. My secret ingredient is mustard in everything. It just seems to balance things out. And you can see it's just like just a little bit going in there. It's not much at all. And of course our Miracle Whip. Yeah. Miracle Whip and some sugar. Sugar. And my spoons, my spoons, my spoons, my spoons. Take that out. So I'm going to start with a little and stir that in and see what happens. Oh, we can't forget our sugar. Just a little bit of sugar, just a dash. You have to use just a little bit. And I'm going to get all this sugar out, because this is like all the sugar that we have for some reason in this kitchen. We don't really use sugar here. We use honey or equal or something like that. So you have to have a little sugar in this to balance it. And then you just start like tossing it. Just start tossing it around. I've noticed I didn't put any salt in it. And toss it around, toss it around. Oh crap. Okay, so we got this tossed around. Now we're going to add the last of it. The last of our fixings, our mixture, cabbage, purple onion. I didn't put any fresh garlic in this. Because of the function that we're going to, it's going to be at church, and just like, maybe a little garlic powder would have been, you know what, I can put some onion powder, actually. Okay, more onion powder. And then we're just going to, there was salt in the Red Baron seasoning. That was our salt. So you don't need to put a separate salt. And what it's doing is the Miracle Whip and the vinegar are marrying, as well as the mustard. And we just toss and toss until we get it all mixed up. So while I'm working, you guys watch this message. We'll be right back. And we're just like turning it into itself to make sure that it's getting mixed thoroughly. And all of the vinegar from the bottom is getting to the top, mixing with the Miracle Whip and the sugar and all of that. Now we taste. Okay. The important thing about making coleslaw, is letting it marinate. And it breaks all the vegetables down. And all the flavors just swell and come back up. But you can tell what you got when you taste it, out the bat. It could use a little more sugar. But I'm not really big on sugar right now because I've had gastric bypass. And we all know that sugar makes us sick. So I'm going to add just a little bit more Miracle Whip for the sweetness. And then it will be done, and then it will marinate overnight. So by the time we get ready to serve it at the Father's Day luncheon tomorrow, it will be the bomb. Okay, so we're back. And what we're doing is we've let this sit and marinate in its mixture. And what I wanted to show everyone is the creamy, like if we can get a shot down in the bottom of the bowl. That's our vinegar and our Miracle Whip and mustard and all of our little seasonings and everything. And as it sits, that vinegar is going to start basically cooking the vegetables that are in here. And it's not going to cook them to where they're soft, but it's going to cook them to where, it's just marrying so well, so quick. That vinegar breaks everything down, and it's what it does with the Miracle Whip and mustard and everything. It's just amazing, and it's so delicious. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to let this continue to just marinate in that seasoning. And by the time we get ready to serve this tomorrow, there will be none of Nene's Slaw left at all. I know it's going to get wiped out. It's always the first thing to go. Thank you so much for joining me in Nene's Kitchen. Ciao.